If you feel like you're not progressing fast enough in Sailor Piece, you're probably doing everything wrong. So in this video, I'm showing you the best step-by-step guide to progress insanely fast, what you need to avoid, and how to maximize your stats early on as a total beginner. Let's get into it. This guide is an extended version I made a few days ago, so be sure to watch till the end. First off, before you even think about farming, you must fix your settings. This is the biggest mistake I see beginners make, and it's killing your efficiency. You need to head into your settings and turn on Auto Quest Repeat. If you don't have this enabled, you're wasting half your time running back and forth to NPCs every single time you finish a task. Next, go claim the group rewards and head to Academy Island. We will do a quest that involves unlocking C2 later on in the video. After you get the quest, just find two Demonites and follow me. Location 1 is in the trees. Location 2 is in the castle up top on the right side. Now go to Snow Island and find Haki quest. Getting Haki will boost our damage early on, so better do the quest and then buy it later on. Quest 1. Kill 150 NPC using combat. This should be fast and easy. Once you kill your first NPC, just put all stats into melee, so you can one-shot the mobs here. Quest 2. Use Z ability on combat 65 times. Just turn on auto skill. Make sure you do quest and kill mobs at the same time for levels. Last quest. 750 punches for this. Just use auto clicker and you'll be finished in no time. Once you are done with quest, go buy katana and switch to defense and sword stats. Go farm in Jungle Island for money and gems for the next weapon and Haki. You need to save more than 500,000 money and 500 gems. Make sure you check inventory for possible chests and rerolls that you can use. Chests give money and rerolls gives you buffs. Once you have enough money and gems, go to Snow Island and buy Dark Blade weapon and Haki power. Haki will give us a damage boost up to base 25%, and it will only get stronger the more it levels up by killing mobs. Check for possible titles that you can equip for boosts. Once you are strong enough, go to Desert Island to farm. Farm here until level 1300 plus and save up 650,000 money and 650 gems for the next weapon. Once you have 500 gems, go to Sailor Island. We will do a trick that will boost you early on in the game. Use 500 gems to reroll all stats. Instead of using 1000 gems per stat, just use reroll all so you can get everything at once as a beginner. If you got a trait reroll drop, just use it for buff as well. Once you hit your 650,000 money and 650 gems, we will buy our next weapon in Shibuya Station. Buy the Griffin Sword. This will take us until max level. Upgrade it if you have materials. Farm Snow Island until 1700 plus and save up to 150,000 money and 300 gems for observation Haki in Desert Island. Now turn on Auto Haki, located in Auto Skill Settings. Farm level to 1500 in Shibuya Station, and then unlock artifacts. To get artifacts, you need to kill NPC for it to drop. Be sure to focus on damage artifacts in the early stage. Head to Snow Island and find Artifact Milestone. To better understand artifacts as a beginner, the more artifacts you drop from NPC, the faster the milestone levels up, and once it levels up, your chances of getting epics and legendaries will increase. Check the milestone from time to time. It gives rewards per level as well. Farm level 5000 in Hollow Island for artifacts, rerolls, titles, and more. Once you are done, just start upgrading your buffs. You can start aiming for rare and epic race, traits, and clans. Be sure to equip damage stats artifact only for now. Once you equip 4 artifacts, just start auto-deleting commons. Start buying rerolls at Merchant every 30 minutes, especially clan rerolls. Now at level 5000, focus on getting your first Ascension by killing 10 bosses. Doing bosses will give you accessories, titles, and Ascension materials, so be sure to do it every time they spawn. Your farm pattern for bosses will be Sailor, Shibuya, and Hollow Island. Now farm at Shinjuku Island until level 6500 and kill bosses at the same time when they spawn. Doing these will benefit you a lot, especially in levels, titles, accessories, and Ascension materials. Once you kill your 10th boss, you can finally Ascension 1. Ascension 2 items drop from Gojo Boss. Once you reach level 6500, go to Slime Island. We will do a quest that involves C2 later on. Find 7 pieces. These are in order, so follow me for the exact locations. Desert Island, Snow Island, Starter Island, Jungle Island, Shibuya Station, Hollow Island, lastly, Shinjuku Island. Farm level 7500 in Slime Island and then unlock skill tree. For every one skill tree point, you need to kill 250 mobs. So this is good when you are AFK farming. You can now start aiming for epics and legendary buffs. Now start upgrading your damage artifacts, just don't max it. You only max out an artifact if it's a legendary one. Kill bosses from time to time for materials, and also upgrade your weapon if you have materials. Farm level 10,000 in Academy Island, and then we can unlock spec passives in Judgment Island. Be sure to get damage passive as a beginner. After this you can start farming here in Judgment Island for level 11,500. Once you reach level 11,500, you can unlock Power System in Lawless Island. Make sure to get the best that you can. Now let's do dungeons, but first let's unlock it. You need to do a 2 quest, so follow me. Find 6 pieces in order. Starter Island, Jungle Island, Desert Island, Snow Island, Shibuya Station, lastly Hollow Island. For Quest 2, just spawn Night Boss in Boss Island 25 times. Now we can do Rune Dungeon. Just do easy mode for now. What you wanna aim here for is a damage rune. Anything on this list is good. You can always come back later on. After you get a damage rune, you can get Quake Fruit and do the Quake Fruit method in Shinjuku Island. Be sure to change your stats into power. You should have around 130% total damage to be able to one-shot 10 mobs at the same time. Make sure to equip Luck Title. AFK farming in Shinjuku Island is good, as it will give us skill tree points, artifacts, chests, and more. Do quest as well for levels. You can AFK farm here for 2 hours or more. It's up to you. Open all chests and start upgrading your buffs. Now go to skill tree and put points in damage. Max out your weapon. You can start aiming for mythic traits, races, and legendary clans. Now you can focus on getting Ascension 4. And I know it's annoying to get Ascension materials, but we have a solution for that. Just use the server hop method. Make sure you pinpoint your spawn in Sailor Island, because our pattern will be Sailor, Shibuya, Hollow Island. Once you kill all bosses, just server hop in either your friend's server or public server. For Ascension 3 and 4, you need Dark Rings, Dismantle Fang, Reiatsu Core, Blood Ring. Once you have the materials, you need to do Shadow Dungeon for 10 easy and 10 medium. Once you reach Ascension 4, you can finally start claiming OP codes. Just search on Google for Sailor Piece codes and claim it. Once you claim all the available codes, you will have aura crates, cosmetic, and secret chests. Open them all and use the best one you can get from it. Opening secret chest will also give you a lot of gems. Now we can improve our stat rolls. Make sure you get all SS stats and prioritize getting SSS on damage, cooldown reduction, and luck. Make sure to get legendary clans, mythic races. Aim for Luckburn, Kitsune, Serpent on races, and then Eminence, Monarch, Frostbane, Devil for clans. You can also try and get secret trait, but if you can't get it, just stick to mythic. After claiming the codes, you will have enough keys to do 500 bosses to buy Soul Reaper with tickets. Just auto-spawn Night Boss until you reach 500 tickets. After that, just buy Soul Reaper weapon and max it out, then put a spec passive. You can use storage method for spec passive. Make sure to check your artifact milestone for rewards. Now you can AFK in Slime Island for broken swords. Our next goal is getting King of Heroes spec. 400 plus broken swords is enough. Once you get legendary artifacts, you can try and maxing them out. Find the best stats. Upgrade your skill tree. Get mythic spec passives. And also try to get mythic power or legendaries. Before you farm King of Hero, make sure to get Corrupted Knight's accessory and title for a 150% total damage stats. Once you get it, just equip, and then we can start farming for King of Hero spec. First, let's craft these broken swords into Divine Grails. If you have Servant Race, make sure you leave out 100 broken swords for the F move. Just use the pity method to get the materials fast. Go for 23 out of 25 pity with Night Boss, and then summon King of Hero boss at 24 out of 25 pity. Once you get the materials, you can craft it. Now if you have a Servant Race, you can try to get for F move, but if you don't, then just leave it be and get it later. You will only use V move for this spec anyways. Put a spec passive and then level it up. Now once you get King of Hero, you can start auto farming Rune Dungeon for better runes. You can set the difficulty at extreme and farm with V move only. Make sure it's on auto skill mode. You wanna aim for Havoc Rune, Fortune, and also the more runes you drop, the faster it levels up and make the rune even stronger. Once you get both of them, you can finally start aiming for Ascension 5. You will need this for Conqueror's Haki, which is our next goal. You can get Hogyuko Fragment from Aizen Boss, and then Atomic Core at Sid Dungeon. This is a 2-for-1, because we need to do hard Sid Dungeon as well. Once again, just use King of Hero V move. Once you get Ascension 5, you can start aiming for Conqueror's Haki located at Shibuya Station. You need level 40 Armament Haki, level 25 Observation, and Ascension 5. To get level 25 Observation fast, just go to Boss Island and spawn Chin Shy Boss and follow me. Drag him to a corner and let him hit you, but make sure you have Auto Haki feature on as well. Once you get level 25, you can unlock the quest. Quest 1, 500 mob kills. Just do this at Shinjuku Island with Quake Fruit method. Next is 500 dodges using Observation. Just do the same thing I did earlier. Quest 3, 200 bosses. Just auto-spawn Night Boss until you are finished. Last quest, 25 dungeons. For this, just do Rune Dungeon and use V move with King of Hero spec. Once you are done, just press J to activate Conqueror's Haki. Just like Armament Haki, you can level this up by killing mobs and increase your damage as well. Our next goal is to farm Lawless Island for Frost Relics and get Ice Queen spec, but first you need to build your luck. For race you need Luckburn or Kitsune. For clan just go with Eminence or Monarch, or if you get the new Devil clan then go for it. And then Fortune Rune, And lastly, luck spec passive. Farm here for frost relics, artifacts, and more. You should farm here for hours. After that, go to World Island and unlock C2. I will show you every location and how to unlock C2 faster, so follow me. Find 2 fragments across the islands. You need to understand that once the timer hits 1 minute and 30 seconds, fragments will spawn all over the map. They disappear 5 minutes after, so follow me to every possible location it spawns. Location 1. Location 2. Desert Island. Location 3. Location 4. Snow Island. Location 5. Shibuya Station. Location 6. Location 7. Hollow Island. Location 8. Location 9. Shinjuku Island. Location 10. Location 11. Slime Island. Location 12. Location 13. Academy Island. Location 14. Location 15. Judgment Island. Location 16. Location 17. Ninja Island. Location 18. Lastly, Lawless Island. Location 19. Location 20. Now for the pieces, just follow me. Which boss to kill? Piece 1. Night Boss. Piece 2. Gojo or Sukuna Boss in Shibuya. You can server hop this one. Piece 3. Chin-Shai Boss in Boss Island. Piece 4. Anos Boss in Academy Island. This is what the quest was for earlier in the video. Piece 5. Rimuru Boss. We did this quest earlier as well. Just craft your slime shards into keys and spawn Rimuru Boss. Piece 6. Ichigo Boss in Boss Island. Last Piece 7. Strongest in History on Shinjuku Island. After this, you can finally unlock C2. Once you are here, you can AFK farm in Starter Island using Quake Fruit, just like in Shinjuku. Your next goal should be Ice Queen spec. For this you will need Frost Relics. You can farm it on Lawless Island. Just use the pity method to get the materials faster. Once you get Ice Queen, especially the F move, you are now ready for C2. Make sure to get the accessory as well. Farm on C to Starter Island for Crystal Key, artifacts, and bloodlines. Our next goal is to get Asta anti-magic weapon. It's the easiest to get in C to right now. You need about 100 plus of these crystal keys for anti-magic weapon. Once you have enough keys, go to Punch Island and do crystal defense. Be sure to equip full damage when going solo, but if you're playing with players, just go half luck build and damage. What you need to do is go to the crystal and spam Ice Queen V move to protect it. Make sure you are using the auto reset feature at settings, up to 60 waves. Using this will reset the waves back to 1 again until you reach 60, making it efficient to grind. But if you have a lot of damage, just go past 80 for more chances of getting the spec. Make sure you farm here until you get it. Once you finally get the weapon, you can upgrade it and put Rampage spec passive. You can also get the strongest title in Crystal, called Demon Dweller. If you still can't get anti-magic weapon, you can save up 5,000 coins and buy it from the shop. Max it out and get the best spec passive Rampage. We can finally talk about endgame stuff. This is what you need to do from now on. Max out boss rush upgrades in Sailor Island. This will be annoying because it will take days, but it's still good to max it out. Max out Ascension, as it will give luck and cooldown reduction. Max out skill tree by AFK farming. Make sure you go damage first, then luck, and crit damage or crit chance, and lastly HP. Max out tower upgrades. This one is just like boss rush, but doing this will be a 2-for-1, because it drops the possibility of secret runes as well. You can farm infinite tower and boss rush with King of Hero or Ice Queen, making it easier to do. Just be sure to use auto reset in the settings up to 50 plus floor. With the addition of secret rune pity, which is 7,500 for radiant and 10,000 for primordial rune, you might have a chance to get it faster. Get legendary auras and cosmetics. Get the best stats on mythical spec passives. Get the best stats on mythical power system. Now let's talk about artifacts. There are 4 types of artifacts: helmet, gloves, body, and boots. Let's first do helmet stats. Helmet main stats is HP, and substats is damage, crit chance, and crit damage. Gloves main stats is damage, and substats is crit damage and crit chance. Body can depend on the trend of the builds. Main stats is crit damage or crit chance, and substats is damage, and crit chance. Now for boots, main stats is damage, and substats is crit chance and crit damage. Follow all of these specific builds. All you need to do is to find the best stats possible on each artifacts. In C2 Endgame, you can max out crystal defense upgrades. So first off, immediately farm at Starter Island for bloodlines, artifacts, crystal keys. Just use Quake Fruit method to be faster. From farming crystal trying to get Asta weapon, you should have a lot of bloodlines. Try and get legendary bloodline, especially the primordial one for Dio spec later on. There's a requirement for it that you need primordial bloodline before you craft the spec. Once you have legendary bloodlines, you can now upgrade your artifacts and try the best stats that you can find. For gloves, if you don't have crit damage or crit chance, just stick to damage instead. Upgrade and find the best substats with crit damage and crit chance. The same thing goes for boots. This one is decent. It has crit damage and crit chance substats. Use it for now. Find the same thing for body as well. Body is damage and should have a substats of crit chance and crit damage stats as well. Just delete the artifacts if you don't get the best substats for dusts. Next is helmet. The main stats is HP, and substats should have damage, and crit chance all together. It should look like this for the substats: damage and crit at the same time. Let's go back to C1 to farm infinite tower for buffs and secret rune. Once you are here, start the tower and reset 5 times for the auto replay to pop up. Just check the box and then go to settings. Put whatever floors you want, depending on how much damage you do at the moment. But I suggest going up to floor 50 or 60 above. Just make sure you are in full damage as well. You will be here for as long as you get the secret rune, but it shouldn't take days now since pity just got added for secret runes. You can use Ice Queen to immediately burst enemies faster. For secret luck radiant, you need to do up to 7,500 total floors. As for primordial rune, you need to do over 10,000 total floors. After almost a day of farming, we finally got both secret rune. Mind you, this is all from pity, so it won't take that long now. Now you can upgrade infinite tower. Just prioritize damage and luck first. If you don't have enough tokens to max it out, just go farm it back if you want. We will do the other upgrades later on. Now it's time to do boss rush in Sailor Island. You need to do medium mode and equip full damage in boss rush to do it faster, because the faster time clear you do, the more coins it gives you. Use Ice Queen in here as well, and stay here for as long as you can max your damage and luck. Max it out whenever you want, it's up to you. But I farmed till enough, so I was able to max everything instead. You cannot trade these also, so it's really annoying to farm coins. Don't forget to upgrade your skill tree as well if you haven't. Then let's farm in Bazaar Island for Luck Relic and Dio Spec, because Relic Part 5 and 6 drops here, and the tokens for Boss Summon as well. Make sure you are using full luck build to farm Dominion brand easily. Once you get the materials, let's just craft it, and then we will do Dio Boss. We will use luck build, and then auto spawn Dio to be fast. There's no pity method here, so you just have to have a lot of Dominion brand to farm him faster. After you get all the materials, just craft it. Be sure you have the primordial bloodline to be able to craft. Then we will upgrade it, and put a spec passive to make it even more stronger. Let's test the new Dio spec damage. We still have a lot to improve in terms of damage and stats. It is time for you to farm crystal defense and max out damage and luck as well. Before you start farming, first let the NPC destroy the crystal so that you can enable the auto repeat. Since we are going full damage, I suggest going up to 60 waves because the higher waves drop more coins. Just be sure to max out everything. No need to go for HP, you can come back for it later if you want. If you have gotten a wing accessory from Crystal Defense, make sure to level it up. It might surpass your previous one. Just go to World Island C2, and at the bottom you will see upgrades. It's okay if you didn't max it out. You can come back for it later on. Damage check. Not bad, but we are still missing some stuff. Upgrade your stats to Z. Be sure to prioritize damage, cooldown reduce, and luck first for Z stats. In the endgame you make sure this is all Z stats. Go back to C1 and focus on maxing out your Ascension. This one shouldn't take long since you're overpowered now and have a better luck chance. For Ascension 6 you will need 3 Blood Rings from Alucard boss in Sailor Island and Soul Flame from Soul Reaper boss in Boss Island. Make sure when you farm these materials, go full luck build. Ascension 7 you will need Cursed Flesh and Infinity Essence. You can find these at Shinjuku Island on Gojo boss and Sukuna boss. For Ascension 8, you will need Phantasm Core from King of Hero in Boss Island and Slime Core from Rimuru boss in Slime Island. For Ascension 9, you will need Azure Heart from Yamato boss in Judgment Island and Evolution Fragment from Aizen boss version 2 in Soul Dominion. If you still haven't unlocked Soul Dominion Island, just follow me for a guide. You can find the quest in Hollow Island. You need level 8500 for this. Location 1, Snow Island. Location 2, Shibuya Station. Location 3, Hollow Island. Location 4, Shinjuku Island. Location 5, Slime Island. Location 6, Judgment Island. Then you can unlock Soul Dominion. Just farm the NPC for the Chrysalis Sigils to drop, so that you can spawn Aizen V to boss for the Evolution Fragment. Once you are done with that, just do 15 medium boss rush. And then you can ascend 9. For Ascension 10, you need Path Fragment from Madara boss in Ninja Island, and then Corrupt Crown from Corrupted Knight boss in Boss Island, and lastly do 75 floors of Infinity Tower. Once you are finally maxed out with Ascensions, you can go back to C2. We will farm for the Damage Relic to increase our damage even more. For this we will need to farm for Relic Parts. You can farm Relic Part 7 and 8 in Punch Island, and Relic Part 1 and 3 in C2, Starter Island. You can use the Quake Fruit method to do this faster. Once you get the Damage Relic, just ignore the other relics. They're not useful at the moment. All you need is damage and luck. Let's test our damage. Damage is still low. We need to improve it. For this you will need to find the best Rampage stats and Mythical Power stats. Right now this is the best that I could get in Rampage stats, and the Mythical Cursabrand stats as well, pretty decent. For your body artifact, since I don't have crit damage yet, I will transition to crit chance instead. But be sure it has a substats of damage and crit damage. But if you have crit damage body artifact, then you can go for crit chance and damage substats for it. Let's test F move damage this time. We just doubled our damage by improving our passives and artifact. Once you improve your damage, you can start farming Cosmic Being and Sea Beasts for their spec. Then unlock all their F move including Dio spec, Cosmic Being spec. That's all you need to do in C2, and you'll be on your way to be the strongest player in the game. If you want to join my guild, comment down your Roblox username. We are maxed out on upgrades. This is a limited spot only. That's all for this guide. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join my Discord server for giveaways, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.